Why does it seem like the universe gives everything to some people, while others struggle for every crumb? Why do your specific prayers, visualizations, and vision boards often go unanswered, as if you were shouting into a void? Why is it that the more you need money, the faster it runs away from you? And why, despite all your efforts to think positive, do you keep attracting the exact situations you are trying to avoid? These questions are not evidence of your bad luck. They are not proof that the universe is random or cruel. They are simply evidence of a technical error. You are not broken. You are just mistuned. Imagine for a moment that you want to listen to a specific radio station that plays classical music at 98.5 FM. But your internal radio dial is set to 101.3 FM, a station playing heavy metal. You can shout at the radio. You can beg the radio. You can be a good person. You can work hard cleaning the radio. But as long as the frequency is set to 101.3, you will never ever hear classical music. It is physically impossible. The classical music exists. It is broadcasting right now, filling the room you are in. But you cannot experience it, because you are not a vibrational match to it. This audiobook is not a collection of wishes. It is a technical manual for the bioorganic radio that is your mind. We are going to move beyond the superficial idea of magical thinking and dive into the mechanics of reality creation. We are going to explore the physics of resonance, the neuroscience of the reticular activating system, and the quantum principles that dictate how your internal broadcast dictates your external reality. Throughout this journey, we will use the radio tuner system. You will learn to identify the static noise of your subconscious that is jamming your signal. You will learn how to lock onto the frequency of abundance before the evidence appears. And I must warn you, this requires a radical shift in perception. In Chapter 5, for example, I will reveal the frequency hack that high-level manifestors use to collapse time, a technique that bypasses the logical mind entirely. And later, in Chapter 9, we will uncover why your desire is often the very interference that prevents the manifestation from landing. But before we touch the dial, we need to establish a connection. If you are ready to stop begging the universe and start commanding your frequency, hit the like button on this video now. Subscribe to the channel, because this is a masterclass in reality architecture. And go to the comments right now and write the tuning command that will guide our entire process. I am the signal. Write it now. I am the signal. By doing this, you are manually overriding your current broadcast and setting a new intention. For those who want to accelerate this tuning process and support this channel, consider joining our membership or leaving a super thanks. Your energy exchange amplifies the signal for everyone. Get ready. The static is about to clear. The transmission is about to begin. Welcome to the Secret Law. Chapter 1. The Physics of Vibration. The signal. Does objective reality exist without an observer? If a tree falls in a forest and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Or deeper still, if you stop looking at your bank account, does the lack still exist? Or is it your observation that keeps the poverty locked in place? For centuries, we have been taught that the world is made of solid, unchangeable matter. We believe that a table is solid, that our body is solid, and that our circumstances are hard, fixed facts. We navigate life, believing that the external world is the cause, and our internal reaction is the effect. We think, I will feel rich when I have money. I will feel loved when I find a partner. This model of reality is Newtonian, linear, and completely backwards. Quantum physics shattered this illusion over a century ago. The famous double-slit experiment proved something that scientists are still grappling with. Subatomic particles, the building blocks of your reality, exist as a wave of infinite possibilities until they are observed. The moment a conscious observer looks, the wave collapses into a single particle. In simple terms, the observer creates the reality. Matter is not solid. Matter is energy that has been slowed down to a vibration that is perceptible to the senses. Everything is vibrating. The chair you sit on, the money you want, the health you seek, it is all energy vibrating at different rates. What does this mean for you practically? It means you are not a person moving through a static universe. You are a broadcasting tower. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that can be measured several feet outside your body. Your brain fires electrical signals constantly. This combination of electrical thought and magnetic emotion creates your signature frequency. The universe does not speak English, Spanish, or French. The universe speaks frequency. It responds to the signal you are emitting, not the words you are saying. If you say, "I want money," but your signal is "I am afraid of being poor," the universe matches the fear, not the wish. Technique number 1. The signal audit. Most people are broadcasting unconsciously. They have left their radio on autopilot FM, which usually plays the hits of their past traumas and societal fears. To change the channel, you must first know what station you are on. This methodology is based on biofeedback. You cannot lie to your frequency. Protocol. For the next 24 hours, set an alarm on your phone to go off every 3 hours. When the alarm sounds, stop everything. Do not analyze your thoughts. Instead, analyze your body. Ask, what is the physical sensation in my chest right now? Is it tight, heavy, fast, or is it light? Expansive, calm? If it is tight or heavy, you are broadcasting a low-frequency signal: lack, fear, urgency. This signal collapses the quantum wave into struggle. If it is light and expansive, you are broadcasting a high-frequency signal: trust, abundance, knowing. This signal collapses the wave into flow. Label the signal without judgment. I am currently broadcasting static, or I am currently broadcasting clear music. This scientific approach removes the guilt. You are not bad for feeling bad. You are simply transmitting static. And just like a radio engineer, once you identify the static, you can fix it. By acknowledging that you are the source of the signal, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of the external world, because you realize the external world is just a printout of your internal frequency. But if we are the broadcasters, why is it so hard to change the channel? Why do we try to think positive, but the fear comes back? Now that we understand that reality is a response to our vibration, we must look at the machine that generates that vibration. There is a hidden mechanism, a jammer in the system, that overrides your conscious desires. In the next chapter, we will open the control panel of your mind and discover the subconscious interference. Chapter 2. The subconscious interference. The static. Why is it that you can consciously decide, "I am wealthy," but your stomach knots up with anxiety when you see a bill? Why does your conscious mind want love, but your behavior pushes people away? The problem lies in the operating system. Your mind has 2 layers: the conscious mind, the DJ, and the subconscious mind, the radio station's automated server. The conscious mind, the part of you listening to this audiobook, controls only about 5% of your cognitive activity. It sets goals, uses logic, and has willpower. The subconscious mind controls the other 95%. It runs your heartbeat, your digestion, your emotional reactions, and your deeply ingrained beliefs. Scientific studies on the reticular activating system, RAS, show that your brain filters out millions of bits of data every second. It only lets in information that matches your internal programming. If your subconscious program, the server, is set to "life is hard," your RAS will literally block you from seeing opportunities for ease. You could walk past $1 million, and you wouldn't see it, because your filter is set to poverty. This is the static. The static is the conflict between what you want 5% and what you are programmed to believe 95%. When you try to manifest with just your conscious mind, it is like a mouse trying to fight an elephant. You might win for a moment, but the elephant, the 95%, will eventually walk where it wants to walk. Technique number 1. The static removal. You cannot fight the static with willpower. You must overwrite the tape. The subconscious mind learns through 2 primary methods: repetition and high emotional impact. We will use a method called the limbic override. Protocol. Identify a static belief that contradicts your desire. For example, money is hard to get. Create a counter signal. This must be a short, present tense statement. Money flows to me easily. Here is the scientific key. Repetition alone is boring to the brain. You must add sensory data every morning immediately after waking up. When your brain waves are in theta state, highly programmable. Say your counter signal while engaging a physical anchor. Press your thumb and middle finger together. Say money flows to me easily. And simultaneously, visualize a specific texture associated with wealth. The crisp paper of a banknote. The smooth leather of a new car. Do this for 2 minutes. The combination of sound plus touch plus visualization creates a new neural pathway that bypasses the logical gatekeeper. The data confirms that neuroplasticity allows us to rewire the brain at any age. By consistently overriding the static, you change the default setting of your RAS. You begin to see the reality you want. But tuning the radio is not enough. You must also understand the laws of the network you are connecting to. It is not just about sending a signal. It is about resonance. In the next chapter, we will explore the law of resonance and why like attracts like is not just a spiritual saying, but a principle of physics. Chapter 3. The Law of Resonance. Matching frequencies. If you strike a tuning fork calibrated to the note C in a room full of other tuning forks, only the other C forks will begin to vibrate. The A and F forks will remain silent. They do not have the capacity to receive that energy because they are not structured to resonate with it. This is the law of resonance. In physics, resonance describes the phenomenon of increased amplitude that occurs when the frequency of a periodically applied force is equal to or close to a natural frequency of the system on which it acts. In the context of manifestation, this law is absolute. You cannot perceive, attract, or experience a reality that you are not in resonance with. If your internal tuning fork is vibrating at the frequency of waiting, which implies lack, you will resonate with circumstances that keep you waiting. You will be invisible to circumstances that offer speed and results. The universe is not punishing you. The C tuning fork is not punishing the A fork by not vibrating. It is simply a mismatch. Most people try to force the universe to give them what they want through action, working harder, chasing, manipulating. This is like hitting a tuning fork with a hammer, trying to make it sing a different note. It just creates noise. Technique number 1. The tuning fork method. To manifest, you must vibrate at the frequency of the wish fulfilled before the fulfillment arrives. You must become a C fork to attract C events. Protocol. Choose one desire. Let's say it is a new career. Close your eyes and ask, who is the version of me that already has this career? How does that person walk? How do they breathe? What is their dominant emotion? Is it relief? Is it excitement? Is it certainty? Now, you are going to strike your own tuning fork. Stand up. Adjust your posture to match that version of you. Breathe the way that version breathes. For 60 seconds, embody that specific emotional signature. Do not think about it. Be it. If you do this correctly, you will feel a shift in your body chemistry. That is the resonance locking in. Your job is to return to this state as often as possible throughout the day. Every time you do, you are striking the fork. When you master resonance, you stop chasing. Things start to find you. Opportunities call your phone. People show up. It feels like magic, but it is mechanics. However, there is a subtle trap in this process. Many people tune their frequency, but then they introduce a destructive element that cancels out the signal immediately. They look at their current reality and let it dictate their vibration. In the next chapter, we will discuss the time lag and how to ignore the illusion of the present moment to stay locked on the future. Chapter 4. The time lag. The illusion of delay. Imagine you order a meal at a restaurant. You tell the waiter what you want. He writes it down and walks to the kitchen. Do you immediately stand up and scream, "Where is my food? It's not here. I must have ordered wrong"? Do you order it again, 5 seconds later? Do you run into the kitchen to check if the chef is actually cooking? No. You sit and wait with certainty, knowing there is a necessary interval between the command and the delivery. You drink your water. You talk to your friend. You relax. You don't doubt the kitchen's existence. just because you can't see the chef. In the quantum field, this is called the time lag, or the buffer of reality. Many people tune their frequency correctly for a day. They visualize. They feel the wealth. They strike the tuning fork perfectly. They walk around feeling like a millionaire. But then they open their eyes, check their bank account, and see that nothing has changed. The numbers are still red. The debt collectors are still calling. Immediately they drop their frequency back to disappointment. They broadcast, "It didn't work." And the universe, which is always listening and impartial, responds, "Okay, it didn't work." And the manifestation stops dead in its tracks. The time lag is not a flaw. It is a safety mechanism. Think about the chaotic nature of your passing thoughts. If every thought you had manifested instantly, you would be in grave danger. Every fleeting fear of a car accident would crash your car. Every moment of anger at a spouse would end the marriage instantly. The buffer gives you time to stabilize your signal. It ensures that only the dominant, consistent frequency manifests. It filters out the noise of your temporary moods and listens only to your sustained vibration. The problem is that most people use the time lag as evidence of failure, instead of understanding it as processing time. Think of a massive cruise ship moving at full speed. If the captain turns the wheel to the right, the ship does not turn instantly. For a few minutes, it continues moving forward due to momentum. If the captain panics and turns the wheel back to the left because it's not turning, the ship will never change course. When you look at your current reality, your debt, your loneliness, your job, you are looking at the past. You are looking at the momentum of the ship. You are looking at the physical printout of the frequency you were broadcasting 6 months ago. The 3D world is dense. It takes time to rearrange itself. If you react to the present, you perpetuate the past. You are simply reloading the old program. To manifest a new future, you must learn to ignore the current evidence of your senses, what is visible, audible, and tangible, and stay loyal to the unseen reality that is currently being built in the quantum field. Technique number 1. The reality overlay. You must learn to live in 2 worlds simultaneously. You acknowledge the 3D world, bills, problems, without emotionally reacting to it, while emotionally living in the 4D world, the wish fulfilled. Protocol. When you see something that contradicts your desire, for example, a low bank balance, or a rejection letter, do not ignore it physically. Pay the bill, reply to the email, but deny it emotionally. Use the phrase, "This is just an old echo." Imagine that your current reality is like the light from a distant star. By the time you see it, the star might already be dead. The current lack is just the light of your old thoughts finally hitting Earth. It is not real anymore. It is residual energy. Immediately pivot your thought. That was the old signal. My new signal is already creating the new reality behind the scenes. The ship is turning, even if I can't see the horizon move yet. This cognitive reframe stops the cycle of observing lack, creating more lack. It allows you to bridge the gap of the time lag without losing faith. It gives you the endurance to hold the frequency until the physical world catches up. But waiting is hard, especially when the need is urgent. Is there a way to speed it up? In the next chapter, we will discuss the frequency hack I promised in the introduction, a way to collapse time and merge with the wish fulfilled faster. Chapter 5. The frequency hack, collapsing time. In the introduction, I promised you a technique used by high-level manifestors to bypass the logical mind and accelerate results. We call this collapsing time. In linear time, you are here, point A, and your desire is there, point B, separated by weeks or years of effort. You see a timeline of steps, obstacles, and waiting periods. In quantum time, however, everything is happening. Now, past, present, and future are stacked on top of each other, like frequencies on a radio dial. The version of you that is wealthy, healthy, and in love exists right now on a different frequency band. You don't need to travel to get there. You need to tune into it. To collapse time, you must stop wanting the future and start remembering it. The brain does not know the difference between a vivid memory and a vivid visualization. Neuroscans show the exact same neural patterns, light up whether you are seeing a dog, remembering a dog, or imagining a dog. The neurochemistry is identical. If you can trick your brain into thinking the event has already happened, the reticular activating system stops filtering for how to get it and starts filtering for evidence that it is here. It switches from seek mode to find mode. This hack utilizes the emotional signature of gratitude and relief. These are the two emotions that are impossible to feel unless the desire is already fulfilled. You cannot authentically feel relief about paying a debt if the debt is still there, unless you hack the signal. Anxiety vibrates at a frequency of absence. Gratitude vibrates at a frequency of presence. You cannot attract presence while broadcasting absence. Technique number 1. The Remember When technique. This is a journaling and visualization protocol that shifts your perspective from hoping to having. It uses the brain's natural ability to encode memories, to encode a future event as a past fact. Protocol. Take a notebook. Date the page 1 year in the future. For example, if today is 2024, write 2025. Write a letter to a friend or to yourself describing your current problems, the ones you have today, as if they were ancient history. Start with the phrase, "Do you remember when I was so worried about money? It seems so funny now." Then describe the solution in the past tense. Be specific about the sensory details. "I remember the day that check came in. I felt such relief. My shoulders dropped 2 inches. I remember the smell of the new car leather, and then everything changed so fast." Feel the texture of the memory. Feel the nostalgia for your current struggles. Look at your current self with compassion, knowing that that version of you is about to win. When you look back at a problem from the perspective of having solved it, the vibration changes from anxiety to mastery. Technique number 2. Sensory anchoring. To make this memory stick, you need to anchor it to a physical sensation you can access now. If your manifestation is a new home, go to a luxury hotel lobby that smells expensive. Breathe it in. Anchor that smell to the feeling of home. Later, when you are doing your Remember When visualization, recall that smell. The olfactory sense is directly connected to the limbic system, the emotional brain. By recalling the smell, you bypass the logical doubt. Your body reacts as if you are there. By framing the manifestation as a memory, you bypass the critical factor of the conscious mind that says, "It's not here yet." The subconscious mind accepts memories as facts. Once it accepts the fact of your wealth, it will move heaven and earth to align your external reality with that internal fact. It will prompt you to take actions you wouldn't normally take, see opportunities you were blind to, and speak with a confidence that attracts resources. But there is one thing that can block even this powerful hack. It is the tightness in your chest when you think about your desire. It is the need. In the next chapter, we will explore the art of detachment and why letting go is the final step of the launch sequence. Chapter 6. The Art of Detachment. Dropping the resistance. There is a cruel irony in manifestation. The more you need something, the further away it stays. We see this in dating. The desperate person repels love. We see it in sales. The desperate salesperson loses the deal, and we see it in universal law. Need implies lack. Need screams to the universe, "I don't have it." And because the universe is a giant photocopier of your vibration, it screams back, "You don't have it," and prints out more situations of not having it. Need is a form of resistance because it argues with the present moment. It says, "This moment is not good enough." This creates resistance. Imagine you are holding a cork underwater. The cork naturally wants to float. That is your desire trying to manifest. It is buoyant, it pushes upward. But your hand is holding it down. Your hand is your attachment, your obsession, your how will it happen, your when will it come. The moment you let go of the cork, you don't need to help it float. It shoots to the surface naturally. Detachment does not mean you stop desiring. It means you stop depending on the manifestation for your emotional survival. It means reaching a state where you would love to have it, but you are perfectly okay without it. You find a way to be happy now, regardless of the outcome. This is the 0-point field. It is a state of neutrality. When you are neutral, there is no static. The signal is pure. When you say, "I would prefer to be rich, but I am good right now," you remove the static of desperation. Paradoxically, this is the exact state in which the millions arrive. Technique number 1. The surrender box. This is a physical ritual to release the mental grip of how and when. It helps your logical mind stop trying to solve a problem that is above its pay grade. Protocol. Find a small box or a jar. Label it the universe's inbox. When you find yourself obsessing over a specific problem or desire, for example, how will I pay rent? Write it down on a piece of paper. Fold the paper. Hold it in your hand and say, "I have tuned the frequency." The order is placed. It is no longer my job to figure out the how. I surrender this to the manager of the universe. Drop the paper in the box. Once it is in the box, you are forbidden from worrying about it. If the worry comes back, say, "No, that's in the box. It's being handled." This externalization of the problem lowers your cortisol and reduces resistance, allowing the solution to enter. Technique number 2. The Plan B paradox. Sometimes, we cannot detach because we are terrified of the worst-case scenario. To detach, you must face the fear. Ask yourself, if this manifestation never comes, will I survive? Really answer it. If I don't get the millions, I will still breathe. I will still have my friends. I will find another way. Once you make peace with the worst-case scenario, you take away its power over you. You stop vibrating at the frequency of survival and start vibrating at the frequency of creation. When you truly detach, you often find that the manifestation shows up within days or hours. Why? Because you took your hand off the cork. You stopped jamming your own signal with the frequency of desperation. You moved out of the way. Now that we have tuned, visualized, and detached, what do we do? Do we sit on the couch and wait, or do we work? In the next chapter, we will clarify the biggest misunderstanding in the law of attraction. The role of action. Chapter 7. Action vs. alignment. The path of least resistance. There is a myth that the law of attraction means magic. You think of a car, and a car falls out of the sky. This creates a generation of people waiting on their sofas for miracles that never come. This is false. We live in a physical universe that requires physical mechanisms for delivery. Money comes through people, opportunities, and ideas. However, there are 2 types of action, and confusing them is why most people work hard but stay broke. Forced action upstream. This is action taken from fear, lack, or should. It feels heavy, exhausting, and yields little result. It is like paddling a boat upstream against a strong current. You work 12 hours a day, send hundreds of cold emails, and get no replies. This is because your action is coded in the vibration of "I don't have enough." Inspired action downstream. This is action that feels like a compulsion. An idea that won't leave you alone. A sudden burst of energy. It feels effortless, exciting, and in the flow. It is like lifting the oars and letting the current carry you. You make one phone call, and it leads to a contract. You write a post in 5 minutes, and it goes viral. The universe uses action as a bridge. When you are tuned to the frequency of wealth, you might get a sudden idea to call an old friend. That call leads to a job offer. The job creates the wealth. You had to take the action to call, but the impulse came from the tuning. If you take action before you are tuned, you are wasting your time. You are working hard to compensate for a bad signal. Abraham Lincoln said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." In manifestation, sharpening the axe is getting into alignment. Chopping is the action. Most people are hitting the tree with a dull axe, bad vibration, and wondering why it's so hard. Technique number 1. The impulse audit. Before you start your workday or take a major step, pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I feel I have to, or because I feel inspired to? If it feels heavy, have to. Stop. Do not push through the resistance. That resistance is your guidance system, telling you wrong frequency. Do a 5-minute alignment technique. Like the tuning fork from Chapter 3, raise your vibration first. Get happy. Get relieved. Once you feel a shift in mood, then ask what is the next logical step. Take that step. Only that step. You will find that 1 hour of aligned action produces more results than 10 hours of forced action. Technique number 2. The 20-minute rule. If you start a task and it feels like a struggle for more than 20 minutes, if you are grinding your teeth, bored or anxious, stop. Change the state. Go for a walk. Listen to music. Reset. The energy you put into the action is the energy you get out of the result. If you put frustration into a business plan, the business will bring you frustration. If you put joy into it, it will bring you joy. The universe loves speed, but it loves alignment more. When you are in alignment, you become a superconductor for results. Friction disappears. Doors open. This is what people call luck, but you know better. It is physics. You are simply removing the resistance from the wire so the current can flow. We have covered the internal mechanics. But what happens when the external world actively tries to lower your frequency? What about negative people, the news and toxic environments? In the next chapter, we will discuss frequency protection and how to maintain your high vibration in a low vibration world. Chapter 8. Frequency Protection. The Faraday Cage. We have spent the previous chapters learning how to tune your internal radio to the frequency of wealth, love, and health. But what happens when you step out of your meditation room and walk into a world that is broadcasting chaos? What happens when you turn on the news and see disaster? What happens when a cynical friend tells you that your dreams are unrealistic? This is where many aspiring manifestors fail. They build a strong signal in isolation, but they have no insulation. The moment they encounter a low-frequency field, fear, anger, or doubt, their signal gets hijacked. In physics, interference can cancel out a wave completely. If you emit a +1 wave, wealth, and the world hits you with a -1 wave, fear of poverty, the result is 0, silence. No manifestation. To maintain your alignment in a 3D world that is often negative, you must build a Faraday cage. A Faraday cage is an enclosure used to block electromagnetic fields. It allows the equipment inside to function perfectly, regardless of the lightning storm raging outside. You need a mental Faraday cage. This does not mean hiding from the world or living in denial. It means interacting with the world without letting it penetrate your core vibration. It is the difference between being a sponge, absorbing everything, and being a lotus leaf, repelling water. The science of entrainment physics teaches us about entrainment. If you place 2 pendulum clocks on a wall, eventually, they will swing in perfect unison. The stronger rhythm always pulls the weaker rhythm into alignment. When you interact with a negative person who is absolutely certain of their misery, and you are only tentatively hopeful about your joy, their certainty will win. You will be entrained to their low frequency. To protect yourself, your frequency must be the dominant one. Technique number 1. The Gray Rock Protocol. This technique is often used in psychology for dealing with narcissists, but it is brilliant for frequency protection. When you encounter a low vibration source, a complaining coworker, a tragic news story, you must refuse to offer it any emotional fuel. Emotion is energy. If you get angry at the news, you are feeding it your energy. If you try to desperately fix the complaining coworker, you are feeding them. Protocol. Become a gray rock. Boring. Unresponsive. Neutral. When the negative input hits you, visualize it passing through you like smoke through a screen. Do not grab it. Do not judge it. Respond with neutral phrases. That is interesting. I see. Okay. By withholding your emotional reaction, you keep your vibration sealed. You are present, but you are not participating in the chaos. You are observing the storm from inside your cage. Technique number 2. The Golden Egg Visualization. This is a potent morning ritual to set your boundary before you leave the house. Protocol. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Close your eyes. Visualize a shell of translucent, golden light surrounding your body, extending about 3 feet in all directions. See this shell as semi-permeable. It allows love, inspiration, and truth to enter. But it is impenetrable to fear, anger, and doubt. Imagine a low-frequency thought hitting the shell and instantly disintegrating into harmless sparks. Hold this image for 2 minutes. Feel the safety of it. Throughout the day, if you feel drained, touch your chest and mentally re-inflate the egg. This signals your subconscious to tighten your auric field. By mastering protection, you stop leaking energy. You stop needing to retune every time you have a bad conversation, because you never lost the signal in the first place. But sometimes, the negativity isn't coming from others. It's coming from the situations we face. What if the world is showing us exactly who we are? Chapter 9. The Mirror Principle. Reality as a Reflection. This is perhaps the hardest chapter for the ego to accept, but it is the most liberating for the soul. The Mirror Principle states, the world does not happen to you. It happens from you. Imagine you wake up in the morning and look in the bathroom mirror. You see that your hair is messy. Do you reach out and try to comb the reflection in the glass? Do you yell at the mirror, "Fix your hair"? Of course not. That would be insanity. You know that to change the reflection, you must change the source yourself. Yet, in life, we spend decades yelling at the mirror. We yell at our bank account, the reflection to change. While our internal belief is money is scarce, the source, we yell at our partners to be more loving. While our internal state is I am unlovable, we try to manipulate the reflection without combing our own hair. Everything in your external reality is a direct feedback mechanism. It is data. If people are disrespectful to you, it is evidence that you are holding a frequency of disrespect towards yourself. If opportunities always slip away at the last second, it is evidence that you are holding a frequency of unworthiness. This is not about blame. You are not to blame for abuse or tragedy, but you are responsible for the frequency you broadcast now. The Mirror Principle removes the concept of victimhood entirely. If you are the projector, you have the power to change the film. If you are just a character on the screen, you are powerless. The delay of the reflection. Remember the time lag from Chapter 4. The mirror of reality has a delay. When you comb your hair, change your belief. The reflection might take a week or a month to update. The mistake people make is looking at the mirror after one day of inner work, seeing the same messy hair old reality, and screaming, "It didn't work." You must trust the change in the source before you see it in the glass. Technique number 1. The projection audit. Whenever something triggers you emotionally, a rude person, a bill, a delay, stop. Do not react to the object. Turn the camera around. Protocol. Ask the golden question. What must I believe is true about myself to experience this? If you feel ignored by your boss, ask, where am I ignoring myself? Where am I not valuing my own voice? If you feel financially drained, ask, where am I withholding generosity from myself? Where do I feel drained of value? Once you find the internal knot, untie it. Give yourself the validation you wanted from the boss. Give yourself the feeling of value you wanted from the money. As soon as you heal the source, the reflection must change. It is a law of physics. The mirror has no choice but to reflect what is in front of it. Technique number 2. The Ho'oponopono reset. This ancient Hawaiian practice is a method of cleaning the data in your subconscious that is projecting the problem. When you see a problem out there, you heal it in here. Look at the situation, the debt, the conflict. Say to the divine universe within you, I am sorry for whatever data in me created this. Please forgive me for being unconscious of this frequency. Thank you for showing me this so I can heal it. I love you, restoring the bond with the source. Repeat this loop until you feel a shift from agitation to peace. You are cleaning the lens of the projector. When you master the mirror principle, you stop fighting the world. You realize the world is just a friendly messenger, constantly showing you exactly where your vibration is. You become a master of self-correction, and reality shifts with terrifying speed to match your new self-image. But what if you don't want to just improve your current life? What if you want a completely different life? What if you want to jump to a timeline where you are already the version of you who has it all? Chapter 10. Quantum Jumping. The parallel reality switch. Quantum physics proposes the many worlds theory. The idea that every possible outcome of a situation exists simultaneously in a parallel universe. There is a version of reality where you made a different choice 5 years ago. There is a version where you are a millionaire. There is a version where you are an artist. These are not fantasies. They are frequency bands. Just like 98.5 FM and 101.3 FM exist at the same time in the same room. All these versions of you exist right now. You are simply tuned to one specific station. So that is the only song you hear. Quantum jumping is the act of consciously switching stations. It is a radical shift in identity. It is not about improving the old you. It is about exiting the old you and entering the avatar of the new you. Most people try to manifest from their current identity. They say, I am a struggling person trying to become rich. This creates a path of struggle. Quantum jumping says, I am a rich person who was temporarily dreaming. I was struggling. Now I am waking up. The identity shift. Your reality is glued together by your identity. Your story of who I am. I am the kind of person who is always late. I am bad at math. I am unlucky in love. These statements are the walls of your prison. To jump, you must dissolve the ego structure of the current you. Technique number 1. The 2-cup method. This is a famous ritual to physically anchor a quantum jump. Protocol. Get 2 glass cups. Fill one with water. Leave the other empty. Get 2 sticky notes. On the first note, write your current reality. For example, unemployed and anxious. Stick it on the full cup. On the second note, write your desired reality. For example, dream job and confident. Stick it on the empty cup. Sit and look at the full cup. Feel the feelings of that current reality for a moment. Acknowledge it, then decide to leave it. Slowly pour the water from the current cup into the desired cup. Listen to the sound of the water. Watch the transfer. This symbolizes the flow of energy from one timeline to another. Now, hold the desired cup. Look at the new label. Feel that this is now the truth. The water has taken the shape of the new reality. Drink the water. Imagine you are drinking the frequency of the new timeline. It is now inside you. Rip up the old sticky note. It no longer exists. Keep the new note for 48 hours. Technique number 2. The morning avatar protocol. Every morning, before you interact with the world, you must download the character you are playing. Protocol. Before getting out of bed, ask, who am I today? Do not answer with your frequency. I am the version of me who leads with charisma. I am the version who attracts money easily. Then ask, what would this version eat for breakfast? How would this version walk to the bathroom? How would this version talk to the spouse? For the first 30 minutes of the day, strictly roleplay this avatar. If the old you wants to check the phone anxiously, the avatar says, no, I don't do that. I am secure. By holding the character for 30 minutes, you set the trajectory for the next 16 hours. You have jumped timelines. Quantum jumping can feel disorienting. People might say, you seem different. Your taste in food might change. Your tolerance for drama will vanish. This is good. It means you are stabilizing on the new frequency band. But how do we keep this new station playing loud and clear? How do we prevent the signal from fading back into static? We need an amplifier. And the most powerful amplifier in the universe is gratitude. Chapter 11. The Gratitude Amplifier. Turbocharging the signal. Gratitude is often taught as a polite thing to do. Say thank you. It's nice. In manifestation mechanics, gratitude is not about politeness. It is about physics. Gratitude is the vibration of receiving. You only feel authentic gratitude when you have received something. Therefore, when you offer gratitude before the physical manifestation appears, you hack the universe. You send a signal that says, "It is here." The universe, obeying the law of mirroring, must then rearrange reality to match that signal. If you are vibrating, thank you. The universe must give you something to be thankful for. However, there is a trap. Many people use gratitude as a transaction. They think, I will say thank you, so that I can get the stuff. This is a vibration of manipulation, not gratitude. The universe smells the fake signal. Authentic gratitude is not a means to an end. It is the end itself. Appreciation versus gratitude. Sometimes gratitude feels heavy, because it implies we owe something. I should be grateful for this food, even if I hate it. A better word is appreciation. Appreciation means to increase in value, like a house appreciating. When you appreciate something, a flower, a cup of coffee, a smile, you are increasing its value in your reality. You are tuning your attention to the frequency of good. Technique number 1. The rampage of appreciation. This technique, popularized by Abraham Hicks, is designed to take you from a neutral mood to a high-flying state in 2 minutes. Protocol. Look around your current environment. Find one thing that pleases you. It can be small. I like the color of this pen. Focus on it. Why do you like it? It writes smoothly. It's a nice blue. Now find another thing. I like that this chair is comfortable. Keep going. Faster. I love that the sun is shining. I love that I have electricity. I love that my car started today. I love that I have functioning lungs. Build the momentum. Don't stop to think. Just point and appreciate. Point and appreciate. After 60 seconds of this rampage, your energy field will be buzzing. You have effectively cleared all static and turned the volume of your C-tuning fork up to maximum. Technique number 2. The Book of Positive Aspects. When you are struggling with a specific subject, for example, a difficult boss, it blocks your manifestation. You need to pivot the energy on that specific topic. Protocol. Get a notebook. Write the name of the stressor at the top. Force your brain to find positive aspects about it. Even if they are tiny. My boss pays me on time. My boss challenges me to be patient. This job allows me to buy food. The office has good air conditioning. Write until you feel the knot in your stomach loosen. You are not condoning bad behavior. You are reclaiming your vibration from the situation. You are refusing to let the external condition dictate your internal signal. When you live in a state of chronic appreciation, you become a magnet. Resistance cannot exist in the face of appreciation. They are incompatible frequencies. You become Teflon to negativity and Velcro to miracles. We have now covered the physics, the protection, the jumping, and the amplification. We are entering the final phase of mastery. In the next chapter, we will discuss the void, that scary empty space that often happens right before the big manifestation pops, and why most people panic just inches from the finish line. Chapter 12. The void, the silence before the boom. You have done the work. You have tuned the frequency. You have cleared the static. You are vibrating at the level of your desire. You expect the manifestation to show up instantly, but instead, something strange happens. Everything goes quiet, or worse, everything falls apart. Your current job gets harder. Your relationship ends abruptly. Your car breaks down. Or simply, absolutely nothing happens for a long time. It feels like the universe has hung up the phone. This is the void. In physics and mysticism, this is known as the vacuum state, the transition zone between two realities. Imagine you are renovating a house. Before you can install the beautiful new marble kitchen you desire, you have to demolish the old rotting wooden cabinets. Your current reality. If you walked into the kitchen during the demolition phase, it would look like a disaster zone. There would be dust, debris, and holes in the walls. If you didn't understand the process of renovation, you would panic. You would say, I wanted a new kitchen, but now I have no kitchen at all. I have made it worse. You might even try to glue the old cabinets back together out of fear. This is what happens in the void. The old structures of your life, the ones built on your old frequency of lack, are crumbling to make space for the new structures built on abundance. The void is not a sign that it isn't working. It is the definitive sign that it is working. The universe is clearing the site. The chaos of reorganization. When you change your frequency, you become incompatible with things that resonated with your old frequency. If your partner resonated with your insecurity, and you become secure, the relationship must either evolve or end. Physics demands it. The breakdown is the breakthrough in disguise. Technique number 1. The trust fall. When you are in the void, your logical mind will scream, "Do something. Fix it." Panic. You must override this with a conscious choice of stillness. Protocol. When chaos hits, do not react. Freeze. Say to yourself, "This is the demolition crew. I hired them." Visualize yourself standing in the center of a hurricane. The winds of change are destroying the old structures around you, but you are the eye of the storm, calm, untouched. Repeat the mantra. I do not judge the debris. I focus on the blueprint. By refusing to panic during the void, you prove to the universe that you are ready for the new reality. You pass the final test of faith. The void is scary, but it is temporary. It is the deep breath the universe takes before it shouts your name. But once the new reality arrives, there is one final enemy waiting for you inside your own nervous system. It is the part of you that is terrified of being happy. Chapter 13. The upper limit. The fear of success. It sounds illogical. Why would anyone be afraid of the very thing they asked for? Why would you sabotage the wealth or the love once it finally arrives? You might notice a pattern. You manifest a great sum of money, and suddenly you get a speeding ticket. You find the perfect partner, and you pick a fight for no reason. You have a great day, and then you stay up late scrolling doom news until you feel anxious again. This is called the upper limit problem, a term coined by Gay Hendricks. Your nervous system has a thermostat for how much good it can handle. If you have spent 20 years accustomed to a vibration of struggle, say 70 degrees of stress, struggle feels like home. It feels safe because it is familiar. Happiness, ease, and abundance vibrate at a much higher frequency. If your life suddenly jumps to pure joy, your internal thermostat panics. It says, unsafe, unfamiliar, too good to be true. The other shoe is about to drop. To protect you from the unknown, your subconscious manufactures a problem to bring you back down to your familiar zone of struggle. It sabotages the success to keep you safe in the misery you know. The addiction to cortisol biologically. Many people are addicted to their own stress hormones. Peace feels boring to an addict. When you finally manifest peace, your body craves the hit of cortisol, so your mind creates drama to supply it. Technique number 1. Titration of joy. You cannot expand your thermostat overnight. You must do it by degrees. This is called titration. Protocol. When something good happens, or when you feel a moment of pure peace, stop, feel the joy. Watch closely for the flinch. The thought that says this won't last or I don't deserve this. When the flinch comes, do not fight it. Just notice it. Ah, that is my upper limit showing up. Then consciously extend the feeling of joy for just 10 more seconds. Breathe into it. Tell your nervous system, it is safe to feel this good. I can handle this much happiness. Then let it go. Next time, try to hold it for 20 seconds. You are slowly stretching your capacity to hold high-frequency energy without short-circuiting. Technique number 2. The new normal declaration. You must update your identity to match the new circumstances. If you were the struggle guy, and now you are wealthy, you might feel like an imposter. Look in the mirror and update your file. Say struggle was just a phase. Wealth is my natural habitat. It is normal for things to go well for me. It is normal to be happy. Normalize the miracle. Stop treating your manifestation like a fragile vase that might break. Treat it like the floor you walk on, solid, permanent, and yours. By conquering the upper limit, you ensure that you don't just get the manifestation, but you keep it. You become a permanent resident of the new frequency, not just a tourist. This is the end of the technical training. You have the tools. You understand the physics. You know the traps. The only thing left is to live it. We began this journey with a simple image. A person standing in a room, frustrated, shouting at a radio that was playing heavy metal, when they desperately wanted to hear classical music. That person believed the radio was broken. They believed the universe was ignoring their request. They believed that if they just shouted louder, or worked harder to clean the speakers, the music would change. That person was the old you. Today, as we close this transmission, I want you to look at that radio again. It sits in the center of your mind. But now, the frantic shouting has stopped. The desperation has been replaced by a quiet, terrifyingly powerful certainty. You are no longer banging on the machine. You are standing calmly at the dial, your hand steady, turning the frequency with precision. You understand now what you didn't know then. The music was always there. The wealth, the love, the health. It was all broadcasting on 98.5 FM the entire time. You just weren't tuned in. We have cleared the static of your subconscious beliefs. We have learned to endure the time lag without losing faith. We have built a Faraday cage to protect your signal from the noise of the world, and we have learned to amplify the broadcast with the power of gratitude. You are no longer a victim of the signal. You are the source of it. The universe is not judging you. It is not deciding if you are good enough for the money or the love. It is simply a mirror, faithfully reflecting the frequency you hold. If you hold the frequency of a king or queen, the universe has no choice, by the laws of physics, but to build a kingdom around you. This audiobook is ending, but your broadcast never stops. Every morning when you wake up, you have a choice. Will you let the world tune you to the frequency of fear, or will you take the wheel and tune yourself to the frequency of destiny? Your reality is soft clay. Your frequency is the mold. Go out there and shape it. If this transmission has cleared the static in your life, I ask you to seal this contract right now. Hit the like button on this video to amplify this signal to others who are still lost in the noise. Subscribe to the channel, because we are building a network of high-frequency broadcasters here, and you don't want to miss the next update. And finally, leave your mark in the comments one last time. Not as a hope, but as a fact. Right. I am the signal. Let the universe read it. Let your subconscious accept it. The static is gone. The channel is open. The music is playing. Can you hear it? Welcome to your new reality.